Welcome, this is Super Genesis 2 Turbo, the podcast. This gaming podcast has been fully retrofitted with Mode 7 Blast Processing and Turbo. I'm your host, Dark Morris, and I am also joined here by Mr. GaminTank.
Hello, everybody.
And Infernikus.
Hello.
In this podcast, it's the most epic hour of ever. New episode every Wednesday on GaminTank's YouTube channel. Yeah, that was my first time saying that all that bullshit. Sorry for you guys didn't get a good picture. It's like in our other guy, Infernikus. Hi. Hi.
Just know we will never beat episode 39's intro.
Yeah, I think I did.
No, you didn't.
I think I believe I have. So when I said that with so much energy and awesomeness.
39's was perfect.
No, mine is perfect. And then it sounds better. Sorry.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Well, let everyone be the judge. Everyone else can judge for themselves.
I'm gonna let Infernikus judge. Infernikus, how did you like that?
You're not bringing me into this argument.
I'm not.
Well, you're a part of the podcast, so you're automatically in it. You're automatically in it. You're with us.
Who's better?
I'm better.
Mommy, Daddy, stop fighting.
How's everybody doing here today?
Pretty good. Kind of warm here in California.
Warm?
Yeah.
No water? Water drought still happening?
A little bit of water.
How is that porn drought still happening?
The what?
The porn drought.
Man.
Is the porn star can't get work or what? They have to wear condoms now?
Why do you go straight to this? Seriously.
I just don't get it. It's California. That's where all the pornography comes from.
Morris would know this.
I thought it was Russia.
Oh, well, Russia is still good too. I like that stuff a lot.
Okay.
Infernikus, how are you?
Hi, I'm grand.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not dead, so that's something.
Yes, and I like your new banner for your YouTube channel. It says, "Not even I know what's going on here," or something like that.
I think it's that. Let's check the channel. Yeah, it does say that actually.
Yeah, verbatim. It's honestly
kind of
not even.
Yeah. The channel, to be honest.
Yes. Like I said a long time ago, your channel has ADD.
Pretty much, yeah.
You should just start using those words. It's like ADD. I don't know. That would be very insensitive to the people that do have ADD, and they would go to your country and crucify you.
His Twitter would change from twitter.com/Infernikus to twitter.com/Warzone.
Okay. Okay. And I watched your part 4 of your Ash Gray playthrough.
Oh, yeah.
Mount Moon Madness.
I really need to get back to doing that.
And I gave you a very insightful comment with a lot of questions.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at that at the moment.
And you're like, I believe I just threw so much at you, you didn't even know what to do with it. It's like, how do I...
No, it's more the sense of just not having time to do anything these days.
You're just like, I'll get to that comment someday.
When I can. Yeah, I'm too important for this.
I'll get back to it. I'll get back to it in the year 2078.
For now, I have to take my helicopter to Brazil for the party. Yes, and get shot at. Max Payne's my bodyguard. Sorry.
Yeah, from what he's been telling me, he's been playing a lot of Max Payne, so...
Actually, I only played like a few hours of it last night and an hour before this podcast, so my mind is all like bullet time, jumping. Every time you walk into a room, just go right into the jumping mechanic and it like slows down and bullet time and bang, 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 kill everybody.
All right.
That's how I enter my house every day.
Cool.
Just kick the door open and just jumping through the air, shooting at the walls and stuff. And I have targets set up.
And then like the day where he goes home really sleepy, he forgets to unlock the door, so he just kicks it and just falls backwards.
Or one day that he forgets to kick open the door and go diving in. There are actually people in there trying to kill him.
Oh yes, yeah, and I get shot in the head and die. And I always wake up in the morning all hungover. Last night was so hard, and tonight is gonna be worse. Good thing I have my buddy Jack Daniels on my side. That guy never leaves me. Actually, I hate him.
Well, just give it about 3-4 episodes, and we'll see Dark Morris just completely shaving his head mid-episode.
It's gone crazy. I need to redress myself. That's better. Oh, yep.
So Dark Morris, how are you doing?
That in a nutshell is Max Payne. Actually, 3. I'm hoping for a part 4, and I'm doing amazing, as you can see right now here today in this podcast episode 41, where I'm hosting again. It's amazing.
Please tell us about where you were last week.
Last week, I was at Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Here in that's the capital of this province I live in, and there was a convention, Comic-Con convention, actually called C4, Central Canada Comic-Con Convention. Yeah, that's what it is.
Central Canada Comic-Con. Yeah.
I went. I've been there. I've been going there for the last 4 years now, and yeah, I made a video of it. I got of course, I bring my camera every time, and I just get footage of people and stuff. And it turned out good. Everybody's watching it. It has like quite a few views on my channel right now.
I have yet to watch it, and every day I keep looking like I would see the picture in my subscription feed. It's like, all right, you know what? When I get the time today, I'm gonna watch that. Later on that day, I forget and do something else.
No.
Okay.
Like you have ADD.
So after this podcast, I will watch it.
My job.
Did you watch Infernikus? Come on, Infernikus, don't let me down.
Do anything.
Crushed. You guys are awful.
Speaking of videos, Infernikus, what have you been doing?
Yeah, I've totally been making videos.
You uploaded a video today.
Yeah, I did actually. I got to finally upload a video that I was supposed to do 2 weeks ago. Right now, I did a new episode of Unturned, and I think of like 2 more episodes I still need to edit. So I'm still really far behind on what I'm supposed to be doing.
Hey, you're doing more than I am.
Really watch those things and see what's the big deal. What is the appeal? Sell it to me, Infernikus. Why should I watch? Go ahead.
Oh god, why should you watch it?
Yeah, why should I watch this How to Not Play Unturned?
Because it shows how not to play it. It's scary.
So, this is not how... So I can learn how not to play it?
Albeit, I have managed... the only good thing about that series, actually, is that you can actually see from like episode 1 where I'm absolutely fucking horrible at the game, how we slowly pick up, and I don't think I've died in about 3 episodes now, which is something.
Oh.
But that sounds like how you play Unturned, so this series is now starting to lie to me.
Yeah, I'm really not about knowing what this thing is.
Oh, basically Unturned is basically, it's like DayZ, except from there aren't a load of assholes on it killing you for fun.
So why do I think it's like that Surgeon game where the controls are just so messed up that you just end up being terrible at it all over again? Or like Octodad.
Oh, where the controls are so weird that it's supposed to
start out Octodad.
Yeah, that's why. Why do I get that idea about Unturned?
Because they're all YouTuber games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, games that people will release and YouTubers will play it, make a series out of it, and then once it's done, it's done. Then you move on to the next thing.
I see.
Octodad, Goat Simulator.
Who's making all these damn games?
Don't have a clue.
Phil Fish.
Don't get me started about fucking Octodad. I despise that fucking game.
Why? It's fun.
Releases everything but Fez 2 to spite us. Why not?
It says, see all these Game of the Years I'm getting? Yeah, no Fez 2.
I don't want Fez 2. It's.
What's wrong with Octodad?
But then again,
I don't know. It just seems to annoy the living shit out of me. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, lol, random. Oh, it's an octopus, and it's actually a person. Isn't that so random? No, it's not. It's fucking stupid.
Okay.
That's just me.
You still like the premise?
I could take that same argument and say that about Goat Simulator, and it would
Yeah,
sound
that's
the
exactly why I
same.
don't like Goat Simulator either.
Oh, there's so many glitches. Look at the lols. Oh, it's great. Buy our game.
And there's Frank bringing up
Basically,
Goat
the entire
Simulator
thing was
again.
like, lol, random.
Always.
And that was it.
So let's talk about actual good games. What have you guys been playing? I know Morris has already
Max
talked.
Payne 3.
Max Payne 3. I knew
The
it.
Payne-ing.
The Pain.
I picked up...
Pain Reloaded.
Go ahead,
I
if
picked up Conquer Live and Reloaded this week, so I'm going to start playing that soon
For
enough.
the Xbox? The Xbox?
Yep.
Sweet. And that's a remaster, a redone, like just
Tables for the Xbox.
yeah. But then it has multiplayer as well.
I believe it does. 2 seconds. Let's get a case
But
here.
it's like a third-person shooter multiplayer, huh?
Yeah, they had that cool intro, that trailer about this parodying the Terminator, where Teddy's were the Terminator and Conquer was like John Connor.
That is cool.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm like, wow, I want to play that game.
It sounds like a game I'm really going to enjoy.
Yeah, it's like Banjo-Kazooie, but more adult, and lots of references to like the Matrix, Terminator.
You get more toilet humor, pretty much. More of the little kid stuff. Stuff that little kids will piss their pants laughing over, while we'll just get a chuckle out of it.
Well, there is a monster you fight in there that's called the Mighty Poop.
The Great Mighty Poop.
Isn't that from the original Conquer's Path?
Yes.
But I think Live and Reloaded is like a remake of that game.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah, so you're getting the same game, but better.
Oh,
It just looks shinier and smoother.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah. It'd be funny, like, and also Aliens, I should say. Aliens is in there somehow.
How do you get aliens in it?
Well,
I've
they
never
just,
played it, so I don't know.
They just do, Frank. Just deal with it.
Good.
And he wakes up all hungover. Oh, and they're referencing like, what is that? Orange Clockwork something?
the Clockwork Orange.
Yes, that Stanley Kubrick movie. They referenced that in the beginning. Yeah, so it starts out Conquer is like all hungover, and he wakes up and he has to go save the world. And he's all hungover through all of it. So, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think I'm going to actually do a review on this, and not like say I'm going to do a review and not do one.
let's do an actual
Yeah.
review.
Huh?
Do an actual review like the rest of us.
Yeah, exactly. It's been far too long since I've done one because I got kind of annoyed that my last one didn't do so well.
Yes.
I did Street Racer back in the summer, a game on the Super Nintendo, and I think it must have been about 6 days worth of work, and like no one watched it, so I was kind of sitting there thinking, wow, fuck you guys.
Exactly. Fuck those guys.
I mean, all of my subscribers are lovely people.
No. Yes, all 200 of them, and they can't even all watch your video.
Exactly.
What a bunch of douchebags.
So me being angry aside.
It's like, sorry, don't unsubscribe. I love. Don't leave. You guys are wonderful people.
Don't leave just like my last 5 wives.
Yeah. All right, I think we should jump into news. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
indeed.
I will just put my hand down. Yeah,
Oh yeah. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, forgot. We forgot Frank. What have you done? What have you done, Frank?
Well, unfortunately, nothing's being posted up as of the recording of this video, which is Sunday. But there are 3 parts of Super Yoshi Land that will be going up on Tuesday, Thursday, and next Sunday. Why not?
Okay. Sounds like you got your shit together.
Yeah, I actually recorded all 3 parts and.
Oh wow!
Got pretty far into the game. I think I passed. I'm near the end of the 3rd world, so.
For realsies.
For realsies.
For real. Yeah, awesome.
All right, let's get into the news. And hey,
okay.
you guys remember GTA Online, the heist that is said to be coming soon, and then was said to be coming soon again?
I mean, oh yeah,
yeah, GTA 5.
It's amazing.
I haven't played it in a while.
It's gonna be on next-gen consoles
with first-person mode.
Yeah! Wow!
Oh my god! I don't know what the fuck that was.
My head blew up.
First-person mode, because nobody asked for that.
I did.
You know what Grand Theft Auto 5 needed? First person. Said no one ever.
No, said Morris.
Exactly.
Said the only person in the world.
It actually looks a bit like Battlefield.
For real?
A bit of Battlefield. For Rizzle. For realsies.
Yeah.
But
I looked at it thinking, oh look, first-person view, because of course putting in heist means nothing. I mean, like we need first-person view like right now. Heists.
Yeah. This had to be like priority stuff that they were working with right now. So it looks a little bit like Battlefield and Far Cry mixed together.
It's nice. It's basically making it more appealing to the idiots that play Call of Duty. No offense, guys.
Oh, fine. You know what? I know where I'm not needed. I will see you guys.
There's the door, Frank.
There is a door, but it's too damn loud. No.
Just kick it open and do some Max Payne shit.
It doesn't open that way.
Go through the window like Gabe Logan from Siphon Filter. Yeah.
Just press X to pay your respects.
Oh god.
Then you do the bullet time and jump over the coffin and shoot everybody there all in slow motion. That's how it's done. Max Payne style.
Before we continue with this, I do have Advanced Warfare. My thoughts will be in the next show. They're saying that.
Tease.
Well, I haven't played it yet. I've only downloaded it.
I haven't. It's been a week. It's been out a week ago now.
I just
got it for a week.
I just got it, alright? The only thing I can say is what I think it looks like, how it looks. That's all I can say. The way it plays, that's going to be next week. It looks alright.
There's Kevin Spacey.
Yes.
Kevin Spacey!
I'm not going to lie. When I saw that whole hold X to pay respects, I thought that was a joke.
Did you watch a Conan O'Brien play of that?
Yes, I actually saw it yesterday.
Yeah, that was very hilarious.
He was just trying to cross the street and just getting run over.
There's a bridge?
Man, they're making you play Frogger. Shit. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes,
something video game.
We're supposed to come in.
Oh, we're talking about GTA 5. Thought we were talking about Call of Duty.
The game's still having latency issues only because it just recently came out. There, done. Oh, and also people are bitching that there's no dedicated servers, which is why that there's a bunch of latency issues.
What the crap?
Yeah, people want it, they're not getting it.
Okay.
You were saying about the heists in GTA 5.
Yeah, the GTA Online heists
is
being delayed.
Is being delayed again. Who knew?
Really?
In other news, grass is green.
I don't even know what this is. This is DLC for what does this thing do?
It's the bank heists that are in the story mode of Grand Theft Auto 5. However, you'll be able to do them online with your friends, and you'll be able to plan everything out, and you just go do the heist and steal shit. And it's going to be on all of the platforms. Thank goodness.
All of the platforms.
All of them. In other words, all of the ones that matter, except Wii U.
All the GTAs.
Yeah.
Except Wii U.
I said GTA.
Yeah, GTA.
I didn't say consoles and Infernikus. I said all the GTAs.
All the GT. No,
except
just
Wii U.
GTA 5 is all the GTAs except Wii U.
Wii U, the Wii U GTA game.
Yeah. What's it called again?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Rockstar has no working relationship with Nintendo, I believe.
Yeah, which is sad, but it happens. Okay, so
But just imagine the family-friendly version of GTA.
Love to see Max Payne on Wii U.
That's called The Simpsons Hit and Run.
Alright.
You guys remember that?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think this is funny. It's not funny at all.
Okay, fine. Earlier in the week, the PC versions of some Ubisoft games, Assassin's Creed Unity, and what the hell's The Crew? I've never heard of that.
The Crew, it's a racing game.
Okay, The Crew and Far Cry 4. A while ago, they were not being sold on Valve's on. Why am I saying that?
This story, yeah.
On Steam. They're not being sold on Steam. However, they've returned.
Really? Why? What the hell?
For no reason. Apparently, they just popped
No
up.
reason?
They just came back and popped into existence.
I demand a raisin.
I call shenanigans.
We will give you all the raisins.
All the raisins.
All the raisins.
All the homo.
And there's. Hey, careful! You might offend
That's
people.
what that was. That's what I was trying to get. I'm like, why is that phrase so familiar? Where is that phrase? Oh, all the homo.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yes.
It's coming back to me. All the Okay, what the hell happened here? Like,
The games were taken off the Steam, the store for Steam, like the U.S. store, and then they just came back for no reason. Yeah, it just came back without anyone noticing until somebody noticed.
okay, some dude.
Yeah.
Is that you, Frank?
Huh?
Is that you noticing and like, oh, I gotta tell everybody that what's happening here?
No,
Oh,
because
gotta post it on Screw Attack.
Get
I'll
all
be the first
views.
one. Gotta get front page. Oh man, it worked fast.
Yeah, just gotta make a glitch video.
Oh yeah, how's that going for you?
I'm still not doing it.
I know.
Nah. So this
So
is a
all the
thing.
homo.
This is a thing. Yes, all of the homo. This is a thing. It happened. What do you guys think?
All the Infernikus.
All the, all the Infernies.
What about me?
All the Inferni.
All the unhatched Infernies.
And I thought that joke died.
All the undead. All the undead. All the
Whoa.
dead Infernies lining a bridge to Canada to Ireland. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. I had to say that.
They fell
I
in hell with a bag of
apologize.
ice.
I apologize for the all the dead.
We apologize to people who want to build bridges.
Yeah, like San Francisco with all their homos. Oh
Wow. Oh.
man. Oh,
Dude, calm
I
down, man. Calm down.
apologize. I
Sorry about-
apologize. This is a podcast. We're supposed to be professional here. Infernikus, you're supposed to be in my
You're supposed to be our version of FCC.
yes.
Since that isn't working,
You're supposed to be our moral compass. All
Whatever.
the moral compass.
these games are back on
Oh,
Steam.
that's a horrible idea. They even do that.
The games are back on Steam. Moving on.
But why? Why did they just go off like that? I remember like, what the hell's going on? Ubisoft and Steam are having marital problems. Then all of a sudden they're back together again.
Because they came back with Uplay, and I guess Uplay isn't doing well, and it's like, oh, just go back to Steam.
Yeah,
That's
they're trying to
see it
pull
now.
they're trying to pull a EA with their Origin.
oh my god.
You play. That's what eventually that was gonna happen. I don't even know how Origins is doing.
It's about to happen. I believe you can play Battlefield 4 on Origin for free.
Yeah, 7-day thing.
Yeah, they gave
Yeah,
it
you just
for a
gotta
while.
download it on your PC and like, yay, play it for 7 days, and 7 days are up. And like, okay, never mind.
Oh. Okay, so that happened. That's a thing. Let's move on to. Well,
Good news. Something that awesome that happened. That is gonna bound to happen. That will
No.
happen.
no.
Some kind of 3D remake.
Oh yes. Man, why the hell did I forget this? The Legend of Zelda: Majora's
Wow.
Mask 3D. I'm sorry. I've been looking.
Wow.
Holy fuck, Frank! You're fired.
How did you
Get the
forget
fuck out.
that?
I remembered it for 2 days, and then the rest of the week I forgot. Like I completely ignored it.
You mean
You get hit on
you
the
mean you
head.
jumped off the hype train?
I fell off the hype train by accident. I was
All
looking
the
for the
hype train.
That's
restroom.
what you'll say.
I was looking for the restroom, and I went through the wrong door.
There's a restroom in there.
It's a train. Isn't there a restroom? Or do they just make you hold it?
Makes you hold it. And there's not gonna be no washrooms in my train.
Oh, so that's why everybody was looking at me weird. Okay, yeah. So the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. It's Majora's Mask. It looks like Ocarina of Time 3D, and
It's gonna be in 3D. And it's gonna be
it's shiny,
and
it's gonna run at
graphics are
60.
gonna be finer, refined. Everything's gonna be refined.
It's gonna look like Ocarina of Time 3D. It's gonna run at 60 frames, like
Yes.
Ocarina of Time 3D, and
On the 3DS.
Mhm.
Why does 60 frames per second matter on the 3DS?
so that way the game looks smoother. That's how it
Smoother?
looks smooth. It looks good. It runs
smoothie?
smooth. Like a smoothie.
Like a smoothie. Just have a smoothie. Have the Majora's Mask smoothie. 3D.
Majora's Mask smoothie in 3D.
Take these glasses. I don't know what I'm going with
glasses.
this.
It's on the 3DS. There's no glasses
Oh yes.
required.
Oh yeah. Right. Oh man.
Oh, freaking mind blown off that one. That sounded worse than what it was supposed to.
I don't even know what happened there.
Okay, so that wasn't what I was looking at, but that's a thing, and it's coming out in the spring of 2015 for us in North America.
I don't know. I believe the UK is getting a special bundled version of this console in the game. They're gonna have like an art style. You sons of bitches.
Yes, they are, and I hate them all for it.
Suck on it.
I'm gonna walk all the way to Ireland on the undead Fernie Bridge to punch you in the face.
Wait, no, you said UK. You didn't say Ireland. Maybe they don't get it.
Oh, we usually get the UK things anyway.
All the UK
Damn it.
people in Ireland.
And even
Damn
at
you
that,
people.
And even at that, we can practically walk to the UK. So
Yeah, you got some kind of bridge there.
Yeah. Just so you,
Or
no, there
road.
isn't. But
you go tell them, and you
yeah, like an hour on the boat or like 45 minutes on the plane.
okay,
Can't you
know
just
what?
swim?
They can't
I
swim.
could, but I'll drown.
You don't know how to swim?
No, I can, but
There's
swimming
Big
a couple of
Bertha in the
hundred
water
kilometers
there.
might kind of kill me.
You go.
All
All right,
references.
when you get there, you tell those guys in UK that we speak English better.
Yeah, what I want you to do in Infernikus is to walk around London with a sign to tell them to watch this podcast because it's amazing.
Or you go over there with a sign that says American is better than English.
No, I'll get
It would
killed by
shoot
my
him.
own people.
They would shoot him on sight. As soon as he tries to walk into town, it's like sniper on him. But no, Frank, no Infernikus, you gotta pull some Max Payne stuff and just like go into real time and jump.
Going to bullet
sideways.
time and
Boom,
just
boom,
like
boom, boom. All of a sudden you have two Berettas 9mm shooting in the air. That's how you do that across town. Just every step you take is like jumping in real time and slow mo, all the time, all the slow mo.
So yeah, just go around with a sign that says I prefer to speak American.
Yeah, while you jump around like Max Payne.
Yep. Okay, let's get to the final story. Yeah, let's get
that's gonna be awesome.
I know it will.
The 3DS, you bastards, and your cool 3DS. That's gonna be Majora's Mask themed. You
I
bastards.
hate you guys.
But
You guys getting that new system? Kindly fuck off. In a
will
good
I
way.
get this game? I don't know. I don't even have the Ocarina of Time 3D.
If
It's okay.
no, I'm just saying if you just want to play it on the go, then yes, go ahead and get it.
Yep.
But if you're okay with the Nintendo 64 version, then just
Or
stick
the
with it.
version on the GameCube.
That's the Nintendo 64 version. It's just a port of it.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, learn your history, Infernikus.
The difference? A better controller.
Like, learn your history. I don't know.
Yeah.
History.
If you're not a huge fan who will always defend Ocarina of Time,
Get out of here. What? And defend Ocarina of Time?
saying that it's the
That's-
best Zelda game ever, if you're the guy who's not gonna do that, there's forget it. It's a good port. If you want it, get it. If you don't want it, whatever.
Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda game. Frank.
Ocarina of I don't know.
It is. I'm saying it right here, right now.
No, Zelda 2 is. by far the greatest game of all time.
No.
Says no one ever.
Problem, people.
The Philips CDI games are the best ones ever. People
On
are
the
just
Gamelon.
Oh yeah.
Sup?
don't even know what the hell's going on there. They don't know what's up. They're all stupid.
Link's crossbow training. Sup?
I don't know. I don't know.
I like the bomb bowling in Skyward Sword. Sup?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna. I like that. I like Ocarina of Time.
Oh my god. There was something I was gonna say, and it might have pissed someone off, and I completely forgot. And it had to do with Skyward Sword.
Yeah, that's another topic for another time.
I like backtracking.
Yeah.
Sup? Alright, I won't make that a thing. Some Smash Brothers players on 3DS have reported being banned for 136 years.
Why?
It's a bug in the game.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bug
I
in.
see.
My only thought in it is, imagine how pissed off Nintendo are gonna be if that account gets back online after 136 years. Just thinking, shit, we thought he'd be dead by the time that ban will last.
Oh man, dude.
Oh man, he's like a Highlander or something.
Did you see
He's
a guy
he's like 150.
You see a guy in the back. The better question is, how come we still have these servers up? I mean, wouldn't that be the better question?
I know. What the hell?
Come on,
Nintendo's
Nintendo,
like,
get your shit together 137 years from now.
fix your goddamn game. They had the same kind of glitch with like the Pokemon game last year, where if you walked into that big town and everything messed up.
If you were on the outside area and you saved, then when you got back into the game, none of that would render and you wouldn't be able to move.
Yeah.
Luckily,
that happened.
I bought the game after all of that was gone.
Yeah, same here. I didn't have to deal with all of that.
But I'm assuming there will be some kind of issue like that in the new Pokemon games, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which I'm getting launch day.
When's that coming out?
November 21st in North America, and I have it pre-ordered, and I'm already ready. My body is ready.
Reggie's ready?
Reggie is ready.
Your Reggie's Reggie.
My ready is Reggie.
No. Reggie is ready. I mean, Reggie is Reggie.
Okay.
Wait. Didn't Reggie talk shit about the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 recently?
Yes, it was an interview saying that he wanted Call of Duty to come back to the Wii U because...
Oh, we're amazing.
Well, it's not that. The PS4 and Xbox One, he says the experiences are the same on those. I mean, you
He's
might
like,
as well
there's a lot of shared content. He's like, what is the difference between those consoles?
yes,
Besides bitching about resolution.
yes, he was saying that with the Wii U, you're gonna get an experience on that you will never get on those two systems, which he is right about it.
Yeah, there's no Zelda or Mario or Donkey Kong on that shit.
Yeah, I mean, while Xbox and PS4, while they do have their exclusives, they don't have established exclusive franchises like Nintendo does. So Mario, Zelda, Star Fox, come on, new one, we need it.
Yeah.
Metroid. Would you guys say Pikmin?
Yeah, I got that already.
Yeah, we
Part
have
3.
stuff like. And
Mario
Pokemon.
Kart.
Actually, no, that's
Super
3DS.
Smash Brothers.
I was about to shout out Pokemon, but no, that's
Pokemon.
That's 3DS.
Yeah, that's still Nintendo. That still makes them money. That's what got them. That's what got them through the GameCube era.
It just prints money.
Yeah, just like yes, the meme of the thing just printing money.
Yes. Oh my god.
Like, what is there? Like, yeah, of course. Like, what did it say? Like, Xbox One, 90 resolution, 90p.
It was like 900p or something like that. It's some kind of in between resolution.
Yeah.
Between 720 and 1080.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this for the games that I'm seeing right now. The only ones that it would probably be noticeable on is, I guess, would be Tomb Raider. That's the only game that I can think of that I've played that's on both.
Oh yeah. And what?
Yeah. Everything else, I haven't seen anything of it. I mean, I've seen Destiny in both Xbox One and PS4. I can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna go at the TV with a magnifying glass to see. Oh, there's a little bit of pixelation right there. See, it'd be ridiculous. You just sit back and enjoy the game.
You know, the sad thing is that there are probably people that will do that.
Well, I got my magnifying glass ready, so I'm just gonna pop in Destiny and just go.
If you had that kind
There
of
it is.
friend that came to your house and you had both consoles and all the games that are like you could test what on the older systems and the newer systems and cross-platform, you could test that. You would come in with this kit out at the door, ready to, and you had all the systems set up, and you're like, all right, let's. I'm gonna watch you play these games. I'm not gonna say things, but I'm gonna be looking at the TV very hard with my magnifying glass, my super space one that I get from the Space Museum. I don't know. Then he just doesn't. Then he doesn't shut up about how these games differ and everything, and who cares? The game still plays smoothly. Then you shoot him like Max Payne, jumping across the table with your two Uzis.
If it looks good and plays good, I'm cool with it. Although he's gonna come with this like freaking.
Yes,
I
Infernikus.
just can't wait for people to basically sit down and go, actually, this game's running at 59 frames per second, and they said it ran at 60. False advertising.
Yes, like
I believe it runs at 59.5 frames.
And the argument is these people need to get a life.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I think guys like us waste all our times with video games. No, there are people who will waste their time bitching about the resolution of video games.
Like a 720p TV, and that's already well
You got
enough.
a 720p TV.
Yes.
And it's probably like smaller than 32-inch, huh?
Around it's around there. It's 32, I believe.
Yeah, I remember somebody telling me that if it's under 32, you're not going to notice anything. So
Yeah, not gonna notice anything.
yeah, if that's what you're working
Everything
with,
looks clear and crisp. So all you people that bought like a 70-inch TV or got some 4K going, you guys all you're up shit creek without a paddle.
Yep. 4K will not catch on for a couple of years because it is too damn expensive right now. What I was going to say about the guy with the
Oh yeah, it's kind of like HD was.
Yeah.
like imagine that guy just goes through your TV with freaking what the fuck is this? Like a telescope from Mexican NASA from Masa.
Masa Salsa.
Yep.
Is it a town?
Oh, okay.
Province in Mexico.
Hold up.
Salsa Masa.
Now, when you say that, do you mean the actual definition or the slang term?
I am going for this. I don't know. Masa.
Yeah. Which one?
I
The
don't know,
actual-
Frank. I'm talking about NASA. NASA.
said-
Mexico's NASA.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's like, okay, so does it mean wheat or does it mean shit?
I don't know, Frank.
The
I don't know,
actual
Frank.
definition.
I'm
The actual
not really-
definition is wheat or some
Okay.
kind of dough or something like that.
No.
The
No.
slang. It's also a slang term for shit.
So that's what.
Yeah, but it's like according to Urban Dictionary, it means shit.
So that's what Homer says in Mexico. He says masa all the time. It's like dough.
Sure, why not?
It's like masa.
Actually, that would be funny. I would love to hear The Simpsons in Spanish, only if he ever said it like that.
Yeah. Dough. Like, okay, that's awful.
Yeah, that was awful. So let's talk about.
Whoever. Wait. Or go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Let's just finish up this stupid news story. Somebody with way too much time on their hands decided to figure out that the amount of time that they were actually banned for was 71,582,030 minutes.
Okay.
They just put that together.
Your life.
They just put that together and found out it was 136 years. Now, normally a Super Smash Bros. Ban is 15 minutes. Nintendo has yet to acknowledge this, and what is said that the best thing to do is just play one-on-one.
Okay. So why would you get banned? How do you get banned?
I have never known that. I never know how to
Yeah,
get banned.
Their curse word.
No.
It's like, well, they don't really encourage voice chat on the Wii U.
And Nintendo will find a way to find out.
I
Yeah.
don't know if something called anti-griefer technology. I don't know what any of this is. I've I'm not familiar with anything Smash Brothers. I'm assuming that's like everyone just targeting one person and just kicking the crap
Come
out of
on,
them.
oh man, you're the guy that's supposed to be all about Smash Brothers in this podcast. And Mario.
I'm not all about Smash Brothers in this podcast.
I think you're more.
I don't
You
play
have
it as
more first-party shit on the Wii U and 3DS than I do.
I don't have a Wii U.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry if I hurt your feelings.
But on 3DS, yes, I have a lot of first-party stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I have a lot of third-party stuff as well.
The 3DS, it's not too bad. That's good. So it's okay. It's okay.
I love it. I love my 3DS.
It's okay, Frank. It's okay.
New Pokemon game.
It's just
all right,
all
that's
right.
it for the news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're done.
Well,
Okay. I forget how you doing.
I'm still alive.
Still alive.
You could hardly notice.
Wow. Could hear the beep, beep, beep. I don't know.
Bleep, bleep.
What the Bill the Cosby?
No, the
Thing?
the other one was like, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
he did.
Yeah. Beep it the bubble with the boop ghost dad.
Very very obscure Family Guy references here. That for only true Family Guy fans would get and
That's
understand.
what we're all about here.
That's how we make all our laughter and humor. That's all stems from. That's the core of Super Genesis 2 the podcast podcast.
Super Genesis podcast. We're not even gonna say the rest of the name. You guys figure it out.
Super Genesis the podcast.
Super Genesis 2.
When did we come up with a
Turbo.
sequel? Next year it'll be Super Genesis 3.
Super Genesis Third Strike.
2.5.
Third Strike.
Super Genesis Reloaded.
Yeah. Oh, that
HD
sounds terrible.
remake.
That's a very weak sequel name title. Almost as bad as Aliens, opposed to Alien. Or Fast and the Furious. The Fast and Furious. Too Fast, Too Furious. Fast 5.
The Return of Super Genesis. What was it? The Return of Super Genesis. The Revenge. The Reckoning.
The Painting.
Reloaded.
64.
Alpha and Omega. I don't know. Let's get to a topic.
HD remix.
The topic is, well, I just have it said here. Video games is the hardest medium to perfect? And a question mark. Upward inflection.
Like everything sounds like a question.
Yeah, exactly. Do you
More Family
think?
Guy stuff.
Do you think video games is the hardest medium to perfect?
Yes.
Come on.
Not really. Not
Yes,
really.
it is.
I don't.
It is. Film is simple. All you got to worry about is sound, actors, the script, and editing and music. That's it. But when video games, you got to worry about the
Fanboys.
the gamer's interaction with the game and stimulation of the
Ethics.
game.
Controls.
Yeah, there's more components to video games than film. There is.
That and video game. That and the art of video games are constantly evolving. I mean, like look about 10 years ago. I mean, we had motion controls back, but they weren't as good as they are now, so to say.
Yeah.
And like things are constantly being introduced to the world of gaming, which are slowly being improved. I mean, if you look at films, I mean, like I don't watch many films, but from what I've noticed, the only real difference these days between films now and 20 years ago is their better definition, and some of them run at 48 frames per second, which most people don't bloody notice.
Yes, I can only see like 30 frames, 24 frames. I don't know.
About 28
24
frames.
That's why most films are set to that.
Yes.
Actually, I was told that it was about 28 and a half frames or something like that.
Oh, okay.
That's why you can notice the difference between 30 frames and 24 frames on some television shows.
Yeah, I don't like that when they have high frame counts. It just messes with my eyes. Rather just be choppy like it always
same,
is.
To me, it doesn't look like a real TV show, though.
Real.
Yeah, it's like, what's going on here? This is like, they're too smooth.
I know. I
Yeah,
was watching
I have that problem actually. I've got that problem actually with my video recorder. I have the option to record in 60 frames per second, and I just look at the 60 frame per second preview, and I go, yeah, this just doesn't look right. It's too many frames, man. It's too many frames. I'm freaking out, man.
Then Infernikus just jumps out his window and pulls a Max Payne.
Too many damn
All of a sudden,
frames.
because Infernikus
holding a
lives
bottle
in
of
a
Jack
big
Daniels.
fucking skyscraper, so he just jumps out from the 50th floor and just flies down and shoots everybody. I don't know why I keep going back to Max Payne. I just think it's hilarious to keep doing that when you go into rooms, just to do the bullet time.
It's gotten to the point where he does it every day in his life. We've made
Yeah.
the jokes already, so we've made the jokes already.
After Frank finishes like what is it, magnifying glass and looking for pixelation on a television. Oh, there's the pixelation. This game is crap, horse crap. Let's send it back. Burn it. Send it to hell. No ice.
No
A
ice.
bag of ice.
No, it's a disc. It's gonna melt on the way over there. So what's the point?
Yes. Let's burn. I don't know.
Let's get.
It's right to the ground. Yep. Okay. So this topic here, we have one here. But yes.
Yes, I was contributing to it for once.
Yes.
Yeah, he was talking about film and how 48 frames people that you were saying people will not notice.
Yeah. We can.
Pretty much.
I've never watched a movie in 48 frames, so. But that's only for 3D, right?
I don't know.
No, it's 2D as well.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Well, as far as I know, the Hobbit was 2D, 2D, 3D, and the higher frame rate as well.
Really?
What about 3D
think
with
so.
what about 3D and the higher frame rate?
I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on this because I know nothing about movies.
You're gonna rape their eyes with that.
I know a little bit about
gosh,
movies.
now. A high frame rate 3D. All you see is people with glasses and their eyes melting.
And just someone else has just burst into flames.
In the theater?
Oh, that'd be
And then you have the guy with the magnifying glass just taking it to the screen.
Yeah. That person needs to be shot. This is not 4K resolution. Take it back.
It's only 720.
It's not even 720p. It's like 540p. What the fuck?
He just starts throwing a fit. He just starts fucking. He starts laying on the ground, flailing around. The guys are trying to take him out. He's just trying to beat him up.
Man. And then,
It's
like,
like
see
Max
just
Payne
one
in
guy
there.
tasering him.
Yeah. Just tase
There's
him.
like 5 guys with tasers trying to take him down. He's just beating the crap out of him.
How big is this guy? How strong? Imagine he's just a little
Like
scrawny,
8
nerdy,
foot two.
lanky guy.
Imagine it's just a guy on meth and tasers couldn't bring him down.
Bat salts.
Yes.
He's full of bat salts. He's from Florida.
Yes. Why would we take any piece of why we would take any piece of current technology to Florida? I will not know.
I don't know. Even Florida wants to get away from Florida.
Wait. Is that Florida like America's when you camp? It's just a little dangly part hanging from America, and that's just Florida.
Yeah, this little wang. Half mass.
It's funny how they say Lady Liberty, yet the country has a wang. I'm probably talking about two different
Ooh,
things.
looks like a lady. Oh, I like that song. Well, not really.
Just for that one scene in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
while the guy was shaving.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm gonna get married to one of the Velmas, or I don't know. Marge's
Velmas?
I don't know their names. Let's get back to this topic.
So now that I think about it, you know what? It is kind of tough to. I think it is the hardest one to. What was it? The hardest to master, or something like that. The hardest
Yes.
to perfect.
Yeah, to perfect.
Oh yeah, because if you have something that's really cinematic, there are things you got to worry about, like lip syncing.
Yes. Lip syncing.
That and people will complain that there's too many cutscenes.
Not many people. Not too many companies can actually do that properly.
Yes, pacing. Pacing is a thing.
Immersion.
Immersion, yes, immersion.
Yeah, I mean, can you really bring them into your world, into your story? Is there something in it? Yeah, is there something that can actually? Yeah, something that can that will keep them wanting to see what happens next.
To keep playing.
Something that isn't Call of Duty. There, I had to get my little knock at Call of Duty out of the way.
Like when you're playing, you have to keep them immersed. You have to keep them stimulated to mind, and something to keep playing, something to do in the game that you want to see happen.
And hope that the next scene does not take the person right out of it.
Yes, yes. Like I'm gonna bring up Max Payne 3 in a serious note here. It's very cinematic. It's lots of narration from Max Payne's character, just inner monologues happening. And the cutscenes, like on the 360, I'm thinking this game shouldn't be on the 360. It should be on the Xbox One because the graphics are popping here and there. You know, when you play GTA 5, it's something that happens often, I think. Like this doesn't like I see the game. I think the Xbox 360 can't even handle the game.
What do you mean by like something's popping?
Like it's not even clear. Like you see the textures, like these little lines are a little wavy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that happens in this game. So that's a thing. Doesn't mess with the game. Like these cutscenes are so odd. Like it's almost like there'll be flashes here and there with green and red. Like I feel like I have to have those old 3D glasses with the red the red and blue lens.
Or pray that the red isn't flashing too much, otherwise you dead.
But that's just an aesthetic decision, artistic decision to do that because it does add to the game. Like, but all the gameplay is just walking around, doing jumping and shooting. It's all gunplay, pretty much the gameplay. Yeah, that's pretty much Max Payne there. And there's some cinematic moments where he falls from this thing and goes into slow mo, and you have to shoot these guys in a predetermined time. That's pretty much all the game. Pretty much, all these slow motion moments and quick time events, and killing people. But then that has a great story. It's well written. All the cutscenes are done properly, and there's just a little thing about the motion capture that's a little off. And the facial recognition is off as well. It's not quite there. But this was made 2 years ago, so there's that. So,
one thing I think that would always make video games the hardest thing to master, well, like graphically, is that it will never be able to sort of like capture the the imperfections on human faces and that. You know, like no matter how hard they try, it would always look too forced. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I understand. Like they try too hard, and like they didn't need to make his face so detailed. It just looks ugly. But if they did that 5 years later, we look back and that face looks terrible.
But what about what about the dog, and what about the realistic arm hair and stuff?
Okay, enough with the jokes. This is a serious topic, Frank.
Yeah. Or what about what the hell is that? They had like a separate mechanic for Lara Croft's hair in Tomb Raider.
Her boobs.
Did they?
Sorry, just to finish telling you, this is a serious podcast.
I was being serious.
It didn't even take me a minute.
Guys, I have 3 words when we're talking about physics engines here: dead or alive.
Yes.
Oh.
They invented boot physics.
Damn jiggles. I don't even play this series, and I don't even play the series, and I already know too much about it.
Dead or alive? Volleyball?
Game of the year?
Yeah, I know.
Needs an HD remake.
Yeah, it's
next gen HD remake.
I mean, imagine what you can do on the PS4 and the Xbox One.
You can just really see the nipples popping out of the bikini top. I've been waiting for that to happen for all my life.
You'll just use the touchpad to control the bounce.
Yeah, just like okay.
And then you can use the Kinect on the Xbox just to control them. each hand.
Like,
Just to
like
fondle
you're trying,
them,
like,
really.
you're trying to
Just to fondle
dial a radio dial. Just trying to tune a radio.
Play Arkanoid.
Jesus. Oh man.
This is...
You know, this kind of immature humor, juvenile humor, was not present in the last episode.
Yes, it was.
What am I, Morris?
No, I didn't recognize a lot of it.
Yeah. Except
It was all serious talk about Twitch and YouTube and stuff.
and Infernikus typing up Bayonetta 2 cosplays.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember that. Frank.
Yeah. I caught you. I caught him.
I know. He just went. Man, I gotta look out. I have to look up this shit. Roll 34. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Why do you do this to yourself, Christopher? I don't even have to try to enforce this joke onto you. This Roll 34 stuff. You just seem to do it yourself.
Stop it. These
I'm like that
jokes
one
are a little
person that
forced.
kinda, like, burns himself. I'm that one person that burns himself in the match and just never learns the lesson that fire is hot.
Okay. First you did it with Pokemon, then you did it with something else, then we do it here. Well, that last episode.
That's
then you
because
brought
I heard him typing. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, and also Dead or Alive. You just did it, just right a couple minutes ago.
What?
You just did it right now. Dead or Alive. Always bringing up this stuff.
No, I haven't typed up anything in a while, actually.
No, you're not typing it up. You brought it up.
Oh yeah, because you brought up the individual physics things. I thought, fuck it. Like, I'm like, this conversation needs Dead or Alive.
Yeah, if we're going down to crapper, we're going down in style. With
Because he didn't know if this conversation was going to be Dead or Alive.
He was just waiting. He's like, there's some kind of reference I could take this conversation to Dead or Alive.
I need a pun.
He's like, oh look,
Okay.
ethics in game reporting, Dead or Alive.
Oh, that's a good one.
But yeah, the topic.
What topic?
What topic? Let's keep talking about boo physics. I know that sounds like a perfect idea. Gotta
It's a
perfect
wrestling game.
just how the jiggle the weight mass and oh fuck's sakes. Okay. Games like Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare are really close. They just need to do something to crack it. To crack how to perfect the gameplay immersion with cinematic qualities. Like everything else is good, but it's very stimulating. They have the quick time events down. I think this to be the same argument with the Zelda Ocarina of Time. There's something missing from Ocarina of Time that it just needs. That I'm not too sure. Maybe Skyward Sword with the motion controls being more perfected with the sword playing stuff could be way more better.
Oh, I thought you were saying there was something on Link that was missing.
Oh, yeah.
That could be added. I mean, you have that as well. If you need a good example, you can look at Wind Waker.
Yeah, Wind Waker is like probably the best. To me, it's my favorite. I think it's one of the better Zelda games, but I know for a fact that Zelda Ocarina of Time is the best, number one.
When it comes to immersing myself into that world, I think Wind Waker does it the best, in my opinion. Yes.
There's something clunky about just trying to keep a gamer stimulated when he's playing the game, the gameplay. That would be the hardest thing to perfect while pacing it with cinematics and story. That's the question. That's the big thing, how to perfect gameplay video games. It's just trying to get that right amount of progression. Progression is a thing. Progression has to happen, and people they don't really know how to do that.
What I was going to say is maybe that's what turns some people off from Skyward Sword, is because you're always backtracking. So it, like, at one point it would feel like, am I actually making any progress? I mean, yeah, I know I'm seeing the cutscenes, but I'm going back to the same 3 places over and over again.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a spoiler for anyone, because I haven't even played the game and I know that already.
I played it. I think I was halfway through I still haven't gotten back to finish my hero mode playthrough. So there's that.
Yeah,
Like,
and go ahead.
I don't I'm not too sure. Like, even if I played like Link, they come very close. We're getting really close to perfecting gameplay here. How to mix progression and secrets and making the world alive and characters and dialogue and just making all that fun.
And then
Right?
you have your examples like what's that BioShock game that came out a while ago?
Infinity.
BioShock Infinite.
Yeah. What's the problem there?
No, I'm just saying,
It's close.
yeah, I mean they get close without having to look real.
Okay. Oh, you're just looking graphically.
No, like they get close to, they get closer to more of how somebody would actually react to it, or how something would react to it, like in a movie.
Yeah. Yes.
They would have that, but they would go farther away from the looking realistic, which honestly I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could look cartoony, but if I can get pulled into the story, then I'm more than okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring Max Payne 3 again.
This is
Like,
the Max Payne episode.
Yeah. The painting.
The painting.
There's like it's all gunplay. I was trying to get out. What I was trying to get across before is the fact that it's all gunplay. I want I want them to. I want it to be more non-linear. I want it to be more open world. A little bit sections. I still want to be set in this place and have to shoot my way out of it, and jump to the next chapter to do it all over again, with different settings, different situations, under more context from the cutscenes and stuff. Like, it's all good. That's the only real thing. Like, maybe he couldn't do an actual investigation instead of just like killing people.
Nah, it's a video game. You know how that stuff works. Shoot first, ask questions later.
Like they did this at Rockstar. They did LA Noire. That's all investigation and intrigue. It's pretty much detective novel in a video game done today. And then they have open world. It did pretty good. Everybody liked it. I haven't played it yet. It seems pretty. I would think I would like it.
Okay,
but
cool.
there's stuff in there that are not good, and they need to work out. It's pretty much like those older games. Like I want to bring up like Snatcher on the Sega CD. You just have to go through you just got to go through the right amount of text at the right time. Then it just unlock. And then the progression happens, and you make it through a section in game. That's all you need to do. That's what I believe LA Noire is. But I haven't played that game, so I'm probably just talking out of my ass here.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of doing the same when it comes to BioShock Infinite and Skyward Sword, because remember, I haven't played those.
Yeah. So I'm open world, but then I think about Rockstar doing GTA 5, and that's as open world as it could get. That's
the most immersive part of GTA 5 and GTA Online, is GTA Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. I mean, yeah, the characters are pretty good in GTA 5, the story mode.
Yeah.
You can't really get into them.
Yeah.
Not as much.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I leaned away, because it's fun to go around and shoot the people, but there's really no enjoyment done there. In Max Payne 3, shooting people, killing people in there is very more satisfying and feels more real. I feel I really take a lot of satisfaction from shooting people in the head in that game. That's good to me. But then I think, what do I want? What does this need? What does a game need to be a 10 out of 10? 10 out of 10.
More Jack Daniels.
Or Jack Daniels. Like, it has the story down good, the pacing's down good, the gameplay is down good. The character, I really love Max Payne as a character. He's amazing. Heavy drinker, all the just doesn't like, just addicted to painkillers. All his dialogue is amazing.
Actually, you know what? I will bring that up. The more crazier, like the least normal of the characters of any game, those are the ones somehow they're not saying that we can relate to, but we can kind of get into how they are.
Yeah.
And get into their character, because we all have that where you just want to act like that jerk and just fuck shit up.
Yeah.
That's why Trevor's the easiest to latch onto in GTA 5. With Michael, he's just like, Michael is He's just a guy who who just lives in a fancy place and had a very shady past. Whatever.
Yeah.
You got Franklin. He's a gangster. That's about it. You got Trevor.
And then Trevor basically epitomized every single GTA player ever made.
Yes.
Basically, he was a fucking psychopath.
The psychopath who sells meth in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that sounds great.
You can easily latch onto a character like that.
But if I was playing that game, I would go for the Michael, I think it is, the Italian guy.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I would just go for him because I like him. He just, no bullshit, he's the most focused. Of course,
I
you would
like the
like...
cut of his jib.
Yeah, cut of his jib. Franklin, I think. Yeah, is that the crazy guy?
No, Franklin is the gangster.
Oh, the gangster. Yeah, that'd be cool if I was... I wouldn't go for that right away. But I would play him if I had to.
Yeah, you're forced to play through as all three of them through the whole game.
Yeah.
Who's the crazy guy?
Trevor.
Trevor, okay. Him, I might get some affinity for him if I play the game enough and let's try him out for a bit and see how he plays, and really like his character because his dialogue is so off the wall.
Yeah,
he has a more colorful personality
than the other two. The other two just seem like generic characters. Yeah, they're dull compared to Trevor.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Trevor's the closest to your online character, anyways.
So what would make I'm looking at Max Payne 3. I'm trying to question myself. What could make this better? What do I want with this game so it could be a 10 out of 10?
Physical physics.
Sure.
All of them. Realistic arm hair.
Yeah, you keep jumping from place to place in the story, and I'm like, that's cool. I like that. It's very focused, but part of me is like, this needs to have some kind of... I want to be able to walk around town a bit. I want to have some kind of open world thing.
Have some way of some kind of interaction with the NPCs that are going around, like people.
Yeah, I want some kind of world to explore in the game and do stuff, but then
and maybe do some actual damn detective work.
Yeah, do some police work for God's sakes.
Sometimes you just have to do things by the book, but nope, this game is just shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind that, but still, come on.
Yeah, then like I said, that crosses over into GTA 5 territory, and what's the problem with that game? It's not immersive enough. You're just driving around, playing in this sandbox world, and maybe occasionally you kill some people and cause a ruckus, but then that has diminishing returns. So what could we do to make that better? How can that gameplay be better? What could be done to it in terms of the game? That's what I'm trying. Yeah, how?
I wouldn't really know for something like GTA 5 because ever since I played it, all I've seen is that the game's just about raising hell.
What I've noticed with video game journalism and reviewing stuff is that we complain a lot. We don't say what we want. Nobody says you need to do this to fix it, to make it better, more satisfying.
We will complain about something, but we will not give a suggestion of how it could be better.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
If anybody listening to this point right now, because I don't know who is, I'm kidding. If anybody wants a good example, look for all of your Call of Duty commentators on YouTube. Chances are a majority of them will complain about something in that game, and for the most part will not give an idea of what they could put in to make it better.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So, that's what I want from you, Infernikus. When you review Live and Reloaded, if you have anything, nitpicks and criticisms, you gotta suggest something to make it better. What you want to see instead of this. So I'm thinking about Max Payne 3. I think it could have benefited from some stealth in the game, where I could just walk in more open world areas, bigger areas with more choices of paths to take. Like, but then other people would get mad at that because they get lost. They don't know where to go, and that's what happens. That's why everything is so linear, and there's always visual cues to tell you where to go, like a fucking line in the floor in like in Dead Space. So, like that's what I like about. Let's go back to '64 era with GoldenEye 007. It was so good you could be invisible, and these guys won't even know what you're doing. You could just mess around with them and kill them in different ways, however you wanted to. That's what I liked.
Except for the turrets. The turrets, you will be spotted by those things, even if you're invisible.
Yeah. You're right. That's true. You need invincibility for that part.
Yeah, invincibility would probably be the best.
Yeah.
But even by then, even if you have that, you don't even need invisibility anymore. I'm just saying, if you're invincible, why not?
But it's the fun that these are living things in the game that you could shoot and interact with. It's fun that you could just observe them without them noticing you're there. That's why stealth Max Payne 3 would benefit. Like I could just look at these NPCs and these characters in this game, these props you could say, what they do and observe them, and I want to see that. That would be good, and I could just choose how I want to kill them.
Then you know what game? You know what? Then I have a game for you.
What?
Dishonored.
Dishonored? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I have that game. I downloaded it.
Yes. So I need to finish that game. Whenever I was going through it, I would either. I mean, for the most part, I'm always going with stealth because it's more fun to do. It's a lot more fun to just sneak up on somebody and stab them. But if I'm bored and I feel like it, just go really loud and just shoot everything.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm thinking like Metal Gear Solid 5 when it comes out. That's the Phantom Pain. That's gonna be what do we need?
Oh, I can't.
What I want in the game.
I cannot wait to be immersed in those cutscenes.
The story's gonna be amazing. I like Snake, Big Boss. It's gonna have like what I heard is like hub worlds where you could go and just do whatever you want in these places. Then you move on, like you progress through a story. Then you go to another place and it's a big open world too. And you progress and you go to another place and you could do whatever you want in those areas as much as you want. You can just stay in those areas, and it's stealth as well. So you could just like sit around and sit on a mountain and watch these NPCs do their stuff for however long. That would be fun to me. Because these are video games. You want to live in these worlds. You want some kind of context, some kind of universe.
Some kind of world you can escape into. You can escape to.
Yeah,
or some kind of world you can experience that's not this boring real world stuff, because real stuff's boring. Video games are fun.
Yeah, that would be gameplay. Go ahead.
I feel that the real advantage that video games do have over films, so to say, is that say if a film has has one or two crappy actors that kind of fuck up everything. That sort of brings down the entire film. Whereas, say if you play a game and it's got a good immersive world, like the script now is, but the world is really immersive and you keep wanting to come back for more. Yeah. For some reason, it's still regarded as a good game, and that's one advantage that games do have over films.
Video games engage you. Films, not so much. That's the thing.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you go back and if you like the story, then you can go back for the story. If you like the gameplay, you can go back for the gameplay and just say, fuck the story. No, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so while it is the hardest medium to perfect, it has its advantages if you can perfect them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a movie's what, 2-3 hours? You just pay your admission to go watch it. 2-3 hours later, you come out, you talk about it with your friends, and that's about it. Video games, what is it, like $60 for about 20, 30, maybe 40 plus hours?
8 to 40, we'll say.
Or in my case, Black Ops 2 is 444 hours.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry, what game?
Black Ops 2.
Oh, yes. All right.
444 hours.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, video games have that advantage. So go us. I didn't have a way to end that, so.
So I wanted to ask you, Frank, what would you do to perfect Call of Duty get the campaign mode?
The campaign,
maybe have stuff unlockable, stuff that you get in a game that unlocks as you play it. And then when you beat it, you have all that upgraded stuff, unlocked stuff at the beginning of your next playthrough. That would be something, right? Regression?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Maybe.
In the game, you're just going around just shooting with the gun that you have. You don't want to use it anymore? Pick up the enemy's gun. They're shooting it. The only thing you're progressing is a story that you're not even invested in.
Yeah, all it is like you walk to another firefight, walk to somewhere else, press a button, do a quick time event, cutscenes, and
Wait
that's
for
all. Then it's all over, and NPC tells you where to go.
Wait
Follow
for your
the
CO
NPC.
to kick the door.
Yeah, that's all that game. That's all the game is. So that's fun in itself. It has its qualities, but there's always something missing with that.
Yeah, I mean, you could always use like I don't know. With Call of Duty, it's weird because that's all it is. It's just action. That's about it.
Yeah, that would be one of one of the strongest and weakest merits of video games is that you have to have some kind of progression, and sometimes it always comes down to just opening a door, finding a key, turning this valve.
Or pressing X to pay your respects.
Yes. Yes, quick time
A game
events.
a game that will not allow you to open a door on your own, but makes you pay respects on your own. Come on, really?
Yeah.
Immersion.
That's why you why I don't know how to take that that whole pay respects thing. Do I laugh? Do I
I
say
know
that's terrible?
I know. I was looking at that. I was like, I'm hoping this is a joke, but I'm seeing people play the story mode. It's like, holy shit, this is actually real. I really don't know how to respond to this. I mean, do I say, oh, okay, that's a little funny, or is like, wow, that's really uncomfortable somehow.
Yeah, it's supposed to make it it's realism in a video game that people don't like.
Well, sometimes you have to deal with it. There is that realism that some video games would come out with, and you just have to deal with it. I mean, it's a part of life.
Yeah, like if I would played it, I wouldn't laugh. I'd be like, just press the button to progress.
I mean, well, think about this: if something happened in your life and it's really, it really doesn't. What's the right words for it? If it's something that you really don't want to go through, but you still have to do it anyways to move on, you still have to do it. So.
Or like what they had in like part 2, Modern Warfare 2, where you could just skip the parts where you kill that dog. No, the opening part of the game. Yeah, that's right.
When you're going through the
airport place.
Guaranteed that would not happen if this game was coming out this year. That would not happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of all the shit that's been happening recently, that would be cut out.
Ukraine and Ebola.
No, that would be cut out in all versions of the game.
Yeah, like some games in 2001, 2002, 2000 when 9/11 happened, they had to push it back and change some things because it came out like it would be deemed insensitive.
Yeah, offensive, insensitive. But
go ahead.
If you take not like something that's based off of a horrific event, I'm just saying like. It just, I mean, if you have to do like the beginning thing, where the fuck am I going with this?
I don't know.
I was like,
I would like it to be meaningful.
Maybe it will be okay. I mean, sometimes it is okay to have those uncomfortable moments, but not if it's. I don't know. It's hard to do something like that because then some real world shit will happen, and that will have to be taken out of the game. So, I guess as much as we do want a bit more realism, a bit more immersion in the game, there are just some things you can't touch with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But well, I look at that part in Advanced Warfare. That's what we're talking about. That's what happens. Game is press X to pay respects. I would look at that, play it, and make okay. That was real. That was meaningful. I kind of like that happened. More games need to do that. Take that in different ways. Not to just make us feel bad about ourselves and just for to bring us into what it means in these games. If it was applied to real life. But to do that in different ways, like I've been watching a lot of videos about a lot of commentaries about older games and crap over the couple of days. I'm looking at what people want in games. Needs to keep your attention. Needs people have short attention spans. They need to keep your attention spans, and game mechanics and scrap. Like you could do, like just what it does there in Advanced Warfare, just to pay respects. Why can't there be more buttons to do more interactions with different stuff in different ways to progress and stuff? That's what needs to happen. Like not always like shooting or killing something. That's essentially the same thing, but not always violence in a way to progress, but to do something with a situation that makes you have to think, and you got to do this. Like we laugh, like it's seems very lazy just to like walk up to this lever, flip this lever over, then you're done, or keep tapping it until it opens. Like that seems very anticlimactic. But stuff needs that's the right direction to take, but you need to make it more significant. Make me like that's why in Zelda Ocarina of Time, when you're opening a chest and when it was in Link to the Past, it just pops up and there it is. And you open a big chest and you get like the bow, and there it is. It just pops up. But in Ocarina of Time, there was this whole moment where it's there's light coming out of the chest, and it opens, and Link's like in there, digging in there, and you're like, what could it be?
What's going to be, and then yeah,
that's the whole thing. That's making it significant. That's what happens in 3D.
But
moments need to be significant.
But you can also argue that it kind of goes away after what you're in the last 2 or 3 dungeons, because you kind of you will expect something to be like, if you're barely starting the dungeon and you see a big treasure chest, you're gonna open it. It's either a compass or a map. I mean, you're not gonna say, oh, that's the item, that's the key item that I'm gonna be getting in this dungeon that I'm gonna be using against the enemies. No.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna anticipate you're gonna know what it's gonna be.
After like you're saying,
near the
after
end of
a few
game.
Playthroughs, or just in the first playthrough, you're like, you know what's gonna happen.
When you get closer to the end of the game and you see the big treasure chest, and it's like, okay, so
yeah, that's the problem.
Every other dungeon, it's been like that. I already know what it's gonna be.
Yeah, and I think that's a little lazy, but that's a staple. You expect that. You can't change that. People get mad when you change things like that.
I'd throw them off and just add an extra key item. It's like, you gotta use this.
Like it happens in Link. Look at Link Between Worlds. You don't find your items in the dungeons. You go buy them from Ravio.
Yeah, and then
that's a new thing.
If you want the other items, such as like the Master Ore and stuff like that,
they're scattered.
Those are in the dungeons.
Well, not really. There's one in
with the exception of one
sanctuary. So that really makes you think, and that adds a level of discovery. Everything's not scripted, and so it just happens. It's
not as predictable.
Yes, exactly. That's why I think Ocarina of Wind Waker is a little bit better than Ocarina of Time. Since
blasphemy,
it's not always go to a dungeon, find an item in the dungeon, kill the boss, you get a new piece or something to progress.
I mean,
I think the third dungeon, you're looking for these what are they, pendants or something in the game?
Yeah, you look for the 3 pendants.
Okay, that's in the last pendant. You have to shoot down that big wall in the island that you begin at, and you talk to that guy in there, and he gives you that thing to get the Master Sword.
Yeah, you don't even go for a dungeon to get that third pendant. All you have to do is shoot down a wall, talk to the giant fish, and he gives you the third pendant. And you go put them away. You go put them in their proper areas, and then out comes the Tower of Gods.
Yeah,
then
exactly.
You can progress.
Exactly, and not all items not all crucial items that you need. Tools are found in dungeons. That's how it is.
Yeah, there's 2 of them that are found in 2 different islands. One of them of fire, one of them of ice.
Yeah, just need to explore. But the problem with that is that you need to want to go to these places. You need to know where to go. You need to travel around on the boat. That's the problem with 3D.
Yeah.
So now the main problem is with games, the same storyline could be recycled over and over and over again. Whereas in films, sort of, it could get found out real quickly if a storyline is sort of like recycled or ripped off in a film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have T3 and just like make fun of it.
Yeah.
The film makes fun of itself. That's cool. That's very slow and stupid at the same time. So what, Wind Waker, it's very good, but there's a very big gap for you to want to beat it and play through it and enjoy it. There's a big gap. There's a lot of things you need to do. It's asking a lot from the gamer to keep playing and to keep wanting to beat it and look for stuff.
Well, you guys know how I am. I'm the guy who, if a game's not getting my attention right away or after like an hour, I'm done with it. I put it down. I play something else. I don't know what it is with Wind Waker. It just keeps me playing. I just kept playing until I finished it. Yeah,
the aesthetics and music and story. It's very good.
And
like once you got the Master Sword, you're like, okay, game over now, Ganon. You're fucked. But then you get the Ganon.
The fact that the characters have actual emotion.
Yeah, like it's very expressive.
Yes.
Exactly. People, but of course, having Link not talking and having his own opinions and stuff about things is bad for the series. Objectively, people would like them to keep not talking. Some would want them to talk.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I would like to see it go in a Skyrim kind of thing, where you get to choose your own decisions, your own emotions, and everything. Something like that. You get to choose what you say.
If they just give them,
I believe they're doing that for the Wii U.
Yeah, where he gives them little thinly veiled choices, like I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Save this person or don't save him. That's okay.
Yeah, no,
that's cool.
Well, I know they're doing a more Skyrim-styled game for the Wii U. I'm not too sure what exactly Nintendo are gonna do about it, but I know they're doing like a more open-world game for the Legend of Zelda series.
You mean is it that one that they that everyone thought that Link was a girl at one point?
Yes.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, that'd be interesting to see. But the open world, I cannot wait for that, and we'll probably have a Wii U by then. So
yeah.
Yeah.
One thing again that's very bad for video games as a whole is that everything is genre based. So if it's going to be a shooter, it better be a shooter all the way through. We can't do anything differently, or it's terrible. No, movies are sometimes funny, sometimes very sad, have these very touching moments as well as giving well into action. They're very well paced.
You know games. What? I won't go into. It's not a movie, but I mean, it was started after the movie of it. But a good example of something like that there's part comedy, part drama, and then it has a bunch of down to earth characters. Have you guys seen the TV show MASH?
No. Yes, we heard. I watched a few episodes here and there.
Yeah. If you get anyone who hasn't watched it and is able to watch it, you'll know what I mean.
Well, I don't want to watch it because it seems like a downer.
Sometimes yes, but other times it's just something fun to watch.
No, I could think of better stuff to watch.
I mean, you got to think about it. It's a show that takes place during the Korean War.
No, in the Vietnam.
No, it's Korean.
Okay. All right, Frank.
I've watched the whole series multiple times, so...
Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, games need to, I think Let's talk about my Alien Isolation experience. Like it ran out of steam halfway through. There's no tricks to do. There was everything that you'd done prior up until the last act of the game, the final part. You already know how to do, and I was just more of it at the last part.
Yeah,
so
yeah, they tend to spend like the first hour or two teaching you everything that you need to know about the game, and then it's sort of just recycling it over and over again.
yeah, they need to keep throwing new things at the gamer to keep it more engaged, keep their attention. New things to do different ways. Not everything needs not a weapon or item needs to have one function. They could have multiple functions that make it more not always towards violence, but towards to help you progress. That
Maybe
could be
maybe it's like something that can be used as a weapon in battle, but when you're not in battle, it can be used to get into new areas. Something like that.
Exactly, like that big gear thing in Twilight Princess. It's
cool.
it's to travel around, and you could use it as a weapon, I believe. Like you stand on it and like hit people with it. It's basically a top, and you're just like running into things and hitting people with it.
My example would be the some of the synergies from Golden Sun.
Yeah.
One of them is that it's a very powerful plant type attack that like a giant bush would grow, and it's like full of thorns, and it would attack your opponents. It does a lot of damage, but in the outside world, it can be used to grow vines, and you can go to areas to get like weapons that are in the overworld.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we said. Well, we probably. This is a good topic. I really like this topic. We might return to it at another point.
For another hour or two.
we could, but yeah, time constraints and stuff.
Maybe we'll talk about if a HD remake can be more immersive than the original. Maybe that could be one for another
topic,
day.
Actually.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll definitely maybe next time. Well, next episode we will return to this topic because it's very, very big topic, and we have a lot to say.
All right.
Right, that's episode 41. I'm Dark Morris.
I'm GaminTank.
And I'm Infernikus.
Do you have
Max
a tagline
Angry.
for this, Frank, about our channels and stuff?
Oh, well then why did you go to the? Oh, forget it. I guess so. To keep up with. You really screwed it up.
I don't care. Just go and.
Okay. And as always, you can always keep up with our content that we put on our channels. YouTube.com/Luster the Lone Wolf for Dark Morris stuff. YouTube.com/Owen90 for Infernikus stuff. And for previous episodes and other type of videos, you can go to youtube.com/GaminTank, which is my channel.
Yes,
go to any one of our go to any one of our channels. Go to any one of our channels. We'll treat you right.
And hopefully we all get some great content in the near future.
Oh yes.
I know my channel's gonna blow up like next month.
Oh yes. The
fame, the very talked about.
The infamous Metroid Prime trilogy.
Yes.
Reviews.
That will happen. We'll see. I'll see about making Resident Evil and Final Forza 5 and this month. I'll see about that. That's gonna happen. Okay.
Right.
That's episode 41. I don't know what we're gonna talk. What this is gonna be. The title, but it'll be something very smart.
Don't wishy.
We'll call it maybe perfecting video games. I don't know.
I was gonna go with the painting.
The painting. I like that. It's very fun, but the topic really steals the show, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Episode 41. This is Super Genesis 2 Turbo, the podcast. Thanks for watching and listening. Whatever.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.